Thank you, Rabbi, for those kind words earlier, and welcome to the 165th year of Temple Israel. I can't tell you how honored I am to be among the 51 dedicated individuals who have led our congregation. Since 1854, when Temple became Tennessee's first Jewish congregation, Temple's remained strong and vibrant despite many challenges, and today still accounts for more than half the Jews in Memphis. Our reach actually expands deep in the Mid-South. We keep the flame alive for families in Arkansas, Missouri, and Mississippi who depend on Temple for their conduction of Judaism. The stability and strength of our great congregation is more important than ever. Temple has also played an important role in my life. As Rabbi mentioned, and took my words away already, on this bima, I celebrate my own bar and bat mitzvah, confirmation, and graduation, as well as the bar and bat mitzvahs of my two oldest children, Matt and Alex. In sad times, too, Temple has been a source of comfort. My family's connection to Temple is rooted even deeper in our Jewish city's history. In 1920, when he was only 9 years old, my grandfather, Morris Fogelman, fled Poland for America to escape persecution, war, and famine, and joined his father, Abe Fogelman, who had arrived years earlier in search of a new life in America with his family. What enabled my family members to rebuild their lives safely and securely in America was the kindness and generosity of the Memphis Jewish community. A kind-hearted gentleman named Isaac Richmond provided my family with a place to live above his shoe store on Beale Street. Countless others in the local Jewish community supported them in so many other ways. Although times were challenging, my grandfather was actually able to graduate from Central High School on time, even though he entered first grade as an 11-year-old immigrant who couldn't speak a lick of English. And it's no surprise that another good-hearted member of our Jewish community, Joe Allenberg, gave my grandfather his first job. Looking back, I know it took a village, a true community, and a sense of shared responsibility to ensure that these Jewish newcomers were taken care of. I know that these acts of kindness were not limited just to my family, as such benevolence and support were given to so many other families who came to our community in similar circumstances. It's this amazing sense of connection, a common thread of Jewish history and continuity that brings us here today. We're all beneficiaries of the Jews of Memphis who came before us, including those who created this great congregation 164 years ago, and those who've kept it going ever since. Now it's our turn, though, and I'm proud to say that the same sense of connection of Jews helping Jews still exists today. It is demonstrated daily by our spiritual leaders, Rabbi Greenstein, Rabbi Bowman, Rabbi Wallner, Rabbi Strauss, and our cantor, Rabbi Strauss. Temple's mission is clear. Temple Israel is a source of strength and a force of good for Reformed Jews, the greater community, and the world. I'm proud to do my part to carry on this great legacy, and I hope each of you will join me. And just as my family experienced refuge here more than 100 years ago, as Jews, we have the responsibility to continue to provide a safe harbor, not just for those who need us, but for each other. It is a little overwhelming to think about the journey I'll begin here tonight. It's also exhilarating, since Temple today is strong and vibrant and casts such a bright light over our entire community. You can see our congregation's vibrancy and energy just by looking at the recent 43-page edition of The Voice, which shows Temple at its best, from the Barbara K. Lippman Early Learning Center to the Wendy and Avron Fogelman Religious School, to Connect TI, Crosstown, as well as numerous examples of our inspiring work within the greater community. This is only a sampling of our activities, and there's something here for everyone. And it's my hope that during my term, our engagement will only deepen. While continuing to maintain our culture of excellence, we're also going to need to pivot in the coming years as we face many of the realities associated with the declining number of Jews in Memphis. While the numbers are approximate, our Memphis Jewish population of 8,000 to 10,000 is clearly less than in earlier years. And as Rabbi Greenstein often reminds us, we can have this great facility, great leadership, innovative programs, but without Jews, there can be no Judaism. So we need more Jews. Fortunately, we're beginning to see a rise in the number of young Jews living in and moving to Memphis. In recent years, Connect TI, due to Kara's leadership we discussed earlier, our young adult outreach network has touched the lives of more than 200 non-affiliated young Jews in Memphis. This continued deliberate focus and strategic expansion of Temple's programs, such as Connect TI, our new Midtown home at Crosstown, allow Temple to touch many more current and future members in the years ahead. Given this uncertainty, though, our collective future, we must also work to continue to ensure the financial sustainability of Temple. Although our endowment has grown in past years, there's still much work to do as we make the case for why the entire local Jewish community's well-being is directly related to Temple's long-term financial health. I ask that everyone please be open to maintaining your generosity in this area. As I officially begin my duties as Temple's president, I want to mention a few people tonight to thank. Many thanks to Paula Jacobson and Jonathan Frisch for their continuous support and guidance over my past 14 years of involvement at Temple. Rabbi Greenstein, it's been a pleasure to work closely with you over the past few years and to be guided and inspired by you. Your intelligence, vision, and tireless work ethic are inspiration to everyone. Thank you. Stacy Canales, your warm and welcoming presence is the face most of us see first at all Temple events as you work to ensure everything runs smoothly. Thank you for helping make Temple so special. And Elkin, Elkin, wow. I just want to say that everything that we shared and that you shared with us and all that warmth and love we felt earlier tonight was truly authentic. And I think that was a small sampling of what life is like with you every day for those around you. You inspire, you help, you don't want any of the credit, and you've been a true pleasure to be with, and I know you will be missed, but you will be around. So thank you. Last but certainly not least is my family. You're what I'm proud of most, and your support and love is what keeps me going every day. While I'm so proud of my oldest children, Matt and Alex, who've grown into such fine young adults, I'm also so excited about the time ahead with our son Josh, our 5.5-year-old, who will certainly keep my feet on the ground for years to come. Thank you guys for your support as I share our family time with Temple. And Margot, what can I say? So beautiful. Your support and approval are what drives me. You've been my closest friend and advisor for over half my life. You've smoothed out my rough edges and helped to make me the man I am today. You're beautiful inside and out, and no journeys are meaningful without you by my side. I love you. And to my parents, Avron and Wendy, your unconditional love and support created the foundation for the life I live today as an adult. You've also taught me about responsibility as Jews to make the world a better place. Thank you for the example you set for me. And to my brothers, Hal and Rick, as my brothers and best friends, you've been a true role model for me in showing compassion for others and giving back to the community. Thank you for always supporting me and guiding me. To everyone here tonight, thank you for being here and thank you for your support. I'm proud, honored, and excited by the challenge of helping move Temple deeper into the 21st century. As we continue to build and strengthen this congregation, I hope all of us will remember that the wonders and benefits of Temple Israel that we enjoy today were given to us by those who came before us as a caring and connected Jewish community during all these remarkable 165 years. Let's build on this gift that they gave us, and together, let's ensure that Temple Israel will continue to exist for many generations to come. Thank you.